Kristen with Nerdette's NewsStand, and when I woke up this morning and looked at my DC Universe app, there was huge news on how DC is going to use this platform, kind of rebrand this platform into something new-ish, and we will talk about that. But unfortunately, when it came to DC Universe, it was pretty much dead on arrival. There was some really good things that came out of DC Universe, specifically Doom Patrol, also Titans, fantastic shows. I absolutely love them. Now, once Doom Patrol was renewed for the 3rd season on HBO Max, it was kind of, pretty much known that the DC Universe as a streaming service was dead. But there was still people at DC saying, no, DC Universe isn't going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. Everyone's like, all right. Well, the entire time, I'm hoping that we still get to keep our comics, because as of right now, we are seeing Doom Patrol, Titans, Justice League Outsiders, I believe it is, and Kaylee Cuoco's Harley Quinn, which as of today was just renewed for a 3rd season, all switching over to HBO Max. Every single one of the shows are going to be on HBO Max. And my personal favorite, which was Stargirl, is on CW. So every single show had left that platform. I was hoping beyond all hope we would still get our comics, because I use Comixology Unlimited, don't get me wrong. But it's very limited with their DC content. There's a lot of things I read over there that are very different, whether it's Wicked and the Divine or Saga. There are things that I'm reading now that won't be on DC Universe, and there are things that are on DC Universe, newer stuff from DC, that simply aren't on Unlimited from Comixology. So use both platforms for different ways, right? Fortunately, I say fortunately, I am happy about the news. I want to be upfront about that. I do think it is a mild ripoff, and I am going to tell you why I think that also. So, fortunately, the app is being saved. It will now be turned into DC Universe Infinite, and it will officially launch next summer 2021, and be the only streaming service available for DC Comics as of January 2021. And actually you get, an incentive to sign up early, whether you pay annually or you pay by the month. There are going to be different little incentives that you get. Even so, the price did not change. And that is the biggest deal, I think, when it comes to all this. They lost Young Justice, Harley Quinn, Doom Patrol, Titans, and there's no price change. Well, there's got to be something there, right? There's got to be something that really makes you want to go to this app and spend the exact same amount, right? Well, kind of. And I'm going to say kind of in the nicest way possible. Now, do I think $7.99 is some sort of obscene price? No. I have no problem paying $7.99. The only thing is before you also had, the shows, not only the shows, but you had, the DCAU, the animated stuff. You had old Batman. You had old, if you wanted to watch old Birds of Prey, you had that. There was so much within it that it was a really good price point for that. And when you take away all of that and still charge the same price, you better have something to back it up. And unfortunately, they don't. And I think that's where the ripoff comes in. Unfortunately, I am going to be buying it because I mostly did use it for the reading, but not everyone's going to be so impressed. Now it says they will have more than 24,000 titles spanning 8 decades. Failing to mention that DC Universe, as of right now, actually has 23,000. So it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, right? I don't understand why they're bragging about that. I think they just we're simply bragging about 24,000 because it's a big number. And if nobody else knows how many, then, they won't say anything. But I think that's silly. So it also says exclusive DC Universe Infinite original titles that I am interested in. Very much so. I'm hoping that they get some, new, I guess, how Netflix has their originals. So this is going to have their original comics. Whether or not they'll be any good is up for debate, but at least we can give them a chance. So it says, expanded comic library with earlier access now 6 months after retail release. Now, originally, I had to look at this because it did look like it was going to be the digital-only titles. And I believe, looking through everything I found now, I was wrong. It does look like any title you're going to get 6 months later, whereas before it was a year. So if a comic book came out, today, in 6 months, it would be available on that platform. And I do think that is really good for maybe more of a normie reader, or not even so much that. There are titles that I specifically don't buy that I wouldn't mind reading. So that'll be good for those titles. But it's backed up 6 months in continuity. So then again, maybe it is more for a normie reader, not somebody that keeps up to date with, buys comics weekly. So then it says you get unlimited offline access, which I have no use for. I'm always online. I think most people are. I think at this day and age, most people are always online. If you're at home, you've got Wi-Fi. At work, I have Wi-Fi. If I'm driving in between, I've got my phone. Okay, I'm not driving and reading comic books. Usually. Just saying. But still, even if I'm at the grocery store and I'm waiting in line and looking, at something, I have Wi-Fi on my phone. So that's debatable whether you need that or not. Ability to create your own reading list. That's not new. That's always been there. Access on Android, iOS, and the web. That's not new. That's always been there. Member access to DC fan events. Oh, yeah. That's not new. That's always been there. Come on, guys. You can do better. Special offer. Again, I'm not going to say it again. It's always been there. Chances to win. Always been there. So let's take a look at what's actually new. Original titles and access 6 months earlier. So for the price point, I don't know. I'm not impressed. I'm not going to lie. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to buy it because I read 99 times more often than I ever consume content. I actually don't really listen to anything as far as videos go, unless it's either YouTube, or at night when I go to sleep, I turn on American Dad or Family Guy. That's not a joke. That's the only time I watch stuff. So if I want entertainment, my main thing is going to, something like this. So it's something I'm going to purchase. Now, for a person that is looking at this from the outside, it looks like a ripoff. You guys didn't offer anything equally as good as what you had offered before for the same price point. Unfortunately, people are going to be annoyed. I know there are going to be people that say Marvel Unlimited is $9.99 a month. It's $2 cheaper. I get it. I got it free for a month because I bought the new DC Avengers game. And I besides some She-Hulk stuff and some X-Men stuff, there really wasn't anything I was super interested in. Because everything more recent isn't that good. So I'm going to look over Dan Slott's old She-Hulk run and stuff. But that's not a good point. I think Marvel Unlimited is a little bit of a ripoff too. But at least they were honest about it. You guys just tried to rebrand this and act like it was something great when really it was you are charging the same price for less content. And that's, I guess, what I have the problem with is less content for exactly the same price. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. It is breaking news as of this morning, so I haven't really processed it. But maybe I'm wrong. maybe people are going to be really excited about this, but I think people are going to see through the facade of the new branding, the new name, and go, what? What? Yeah, I don't know. Let me know, of course, what you guys think in the comments below, or if you'll be purchasing this, if you have any interest whatsoever, or if this is the coolest fucking thing you've ever seen. Let me know either way. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Hey guys, I want to give a huge shout out to my Patreon and subscribe stars. You guys literally make this channel possible. Huge thank you to Cage the Mick, Robert Mick Twiz, Black Knight Fool, Brucey, Chris Z, David L, David Rafford, Jeffrey Allen Carnes, Mighty Balls, Mike Buckner, Maizen Barbosa, Ruskar, Ryan Decker, Robert Hoffman, and Doc Holliday. You guys are absolutely amazing, and thank you so much for all your support. Don't forget on the way out to like as always if you enjoy the content and hit subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.